Hello everybody, and welcome to the second run of Cosmoteer. So, last time I really just figured out how the hell everything was supposed to be working. I set up my ship to mine out sulfur, process that into ammo, and sell that off onto the space market. So for today, my plans are quite similar, but the thing I want to do today is that I want to see. Oh, Control M. I want to explore this place a little bit more so we can find out what else is available here. Because, that asteroid belt here is all nice and dandy, but I bet that this place has more in store for us. So my plan was to explore a little bit while I'm processing sulfur into ammo. Hey, witch, hi there. Oh, I have already, this is already my second rodeo with this game, and I agree. What I've seen so far was totally up my alley. You're right about that. So there's a there's a carbon roid. Seriously, that's that's the big news, yeah? A carbon asteroid? Alright. Oh yeah, I really need to change my settings here, so 1, 2, 3, they don't really have any bigger meaning here, so controls, ship editor game here. No, 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 no. I want the page up, page down. Here, this sucks. 2 conflicts detected, alright. So, control groups and ship part groups, alright. Ugh, well. Let's go with these conflicts nevertheless, because it really sucks to have work with page up and page down. These are just not that quickly accessible for me. So my sulfur deposits have been processed, so let's head on back to the station, sell that stuff, get more sulfur into the stockpiles, and keep exploring. There we go. It ain't that much money that we're gaining out of that, but it's still more than nothing. And selling the sulfur away without processing it first is really a crappy business. Okay, so let's check out if we can find here sulfur. It was B, was it? No, G. All right. So, harvesting some of that stuff so we can transform it while I'm exploring. Waiting for my crew, and there we go. So, if you missed that stream and you want to catch the next one live, check out the description box. There's Twitter and Discord, and you just need to hook yourself up onto these, and you'll get a notification whenever a new thing goes live. You can alternatively do the subscription thing, and do the bell thing, and then YouTube will do the notifiers for you. And last but not least, consider also checking out the support links. There's PayPal, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee. And as a free content creator, I would be really, really appreciating every kind gesture you see possible. All right, let's go for that signature. I don't know what that is, but it's surely nothing friendly. All right, so we're going to piss off here in general. So looks like some hostile ship is on my ass, but alright. Okay, so lesson learned, these guys want to stay private. I can't promise that I'll do them this favor forever, but for now will do. So hotkey for that is N. Okay. Right now I'm very, very busy selling off the products that I got there. It ain't much money, but it's better than nothing. Hey Pixel, welcome. Happy to see you, man. Alright. Oh boy, we're really far away from the station. That's not necessary there. Okay. Good. Do I still have sulfur in my... Yeah. Okay. I really wish I would not get zoomed onto my ship whenever I go into my stockpiles, but, well... Those are the little things that I need to get to wrap my head around. Sensor array. Well... Right now I'm trying to save up some money to actually get myself something going here on that ship. Yeah, this game is very, very similar to FTL, that's right. But it's basically the sandbox version of FTL. Whereas FTL left you, well, not with too much freedom, this game has all the freedom for you. But the way ships work in this game is very, very similar to FTL. The internals of the ship are extremely the same. Oh, get away from me. So... I don't want to fight. Alright, good. He doesn't want to fight either. My ship's too shitty for combat, you know? The way I set it up right now is even less combat compatible than the standard iteration, because I am now flying around with, you know, there's ammo directly at the front of my ship. That's dumb. For combat, at least. You know, ammo is explosive. So, don't want to fight here. Just want to earn my money, and I'm really eager to build up another factory, because I feel like we really need another source of income. I've seen that you can find shipwreck graveyards, where you can get yourself a lot of wreckage, which allows you to build your ship even faster. But I wasn't that lucky yet, so we're going to stay like that. Yeah, this game is really dirty cheap on top of that, that's true. I mean, it's early access, and it really shows how early access it is. There's a lot of things right now that are a little bit debatable. For example, you don't get any... there's no notifications on the screen, nothing. Like, when your ship blows up, you don't even get a notification about that. Or if a part of your ship breaks, you don't get a notification about that. So, it really sucks. Wow, that dude was way too close for my taste. Ugh. Enemies abroad everywhere. Yeah. I understood. I understood. This is a hostile question mark. Got it. Okay. But there is a lot of minerals to work here on that perimeter here. So... really feel like we can do something there. Or, for example, there's still no no proper readout here on the screen of how much resource I got in my inventory, you know. All these things, they would be really awesome to know, but that's okay. Like I said in my yesterday's stream, by the way, the link to the playlist is also in the description box. This game's problems are all problems that I see as fixable problems, you know. Oh, you can manage fleets here too? I only saw that you were able to build one ship. I didn't know about the fleet features either. Okay, so... it does take a while to process all that stuff into ammo. But at the same time, I don't really see how... Well, I could earn myself some money by selling away from some of these cannons. These are worth 2,000 each. Then I'd be completely unarmed, but at the same time, well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. So I got a lot of material now to work with, and oh, I haven't got the blueprint for a better factory yet. Crap. So, okay. Probably that idea just died on the drawing board. Okay, well. I mean, I want to earn money faster. That's, and the hotkeys are a little bit, anti-intuitive. I mean, the other option would be to just slap in a second ammo factory. That would speed up the processing of my stuff. Yeah, let's do that. Second ammo factory is right now, I think, the best thing that I can do. This way I get all my processing done doubly as fast, and that should work. No sulfur axis. Yeah, we ain't got no sulfur, I know. So I think that's going to be the best way of getting the situation done here. We're just adding that, and also going to add some more storage there. There we go. Yeah, I know. You can basically your crew can be fully adapted to the jobs that you got on your ship. Like there is in the crew management, there's a standard group, and then you can assign as many roles as you want to, and then you assign them their jobs, and as you see there, there's a damn lot of jobs. So basically every role can be fully configured, and I like that. Let's avoid that red dot. I'm completely unarmed. I certainly don't want to run into anything hostile right now. So let's grab ourselves more of that sulfur. Okay. So that should speed up the entire process. The most wonderful thing about all that is the fact that we're going to sell the second ammo factory for the entirely same amount of products as we bought it. So there's going to be no loss of resource whatsoever. We're using the pots, we're using the steel and whatnot right now for an ammo factory, and later we can repurpose the same materials for something else. That's something I really, really like about this game. So as you see here now, we have doubly fast production. I think that's going to help me a lot. Okay. Well, Star Sector is still on my to-do list, and I personally think that Cosmoteer is a much more accessible version of Star Sector. That's been my personal impression of the game. Oh boy, the station's stockpiles for ammo are full. They're not buying anymore. That sucks. No! Who should I sell my stuff to then? Oh boy. Yeah, well, luckily, as you see there, there's a constant request. I'm saved. But this is also a realistically this is a realistic economy. As you see there, these ships, they come on by and they sell stuff here, they buy stuff here. I'm literally sitting here and waiting for somebody to buy that stuff now. So let's see, what kind of factories can we unlock there too? So high explosive missiles, they require iron and sulfur. Then the next payable thing... Oh, we don't have the requirements. Requires missile and mine launcher, alright. So I'd need to unlock a certain type of weaponry. The other things are unspeakably expensive. I don't know. So we could unlock that thing. We would need to unlock that thing for 5,000 first. And then we could go for a different thing there. So... altogether, looks like we really are supposed to branch out in a way, you know. Not sure if I picked the wrong ship to work with early on, but right now I feel rather limited. Probably I should sail around a bit and check on out what we can get there. I mean, alternatively, I could also just mine out the other materials and try to sell them. But there's always there's enemies abroad everywhere here, so it doesn't really get me that much further. So we're going to exploit the roids, the stuff that's lying outside here. Best measure that I can see right now. Oof. Flying while there's ships of yours in the area. I bet uranium is stupidly valuable. And of course more sulfur for the sake of processing. Because we need. Oh, I remember there was this one sulfur asteroid that I didn't fully pack up. Right. Anyways, I ain't got enough storage here to do anything else. So let's fly on over there. But the speed of ammo production is a lot better now. That's for sure. So, the station ain't buying too many raw materials there. Overall, it seems like the station is a tad bit oversupplied. So, I would love to sell away the hypercoils. I mean, if I'd sell these resources, I'd have more money. Well, that would be the 15 grand that I need for the steel, but is that so much worth it? I mean, that'd be 2,700, 7,700. I'm still far away from the necessary 15 grand that I need then. So, sucks to be me. Do like the fact, though, that it's such a struggle to get yourself somewhere early on. I mean, I already saw that you can just pilfer a ship graveyard if you have that luck. Then you have all the building materials in the world that you'd require. But right now, I'm not that interested in the combat aspect of the game. That will come later. So right now, we're producing more ammo than the station needs. Alright. So there's also a constant variance when it comes down to necessary materials. They don't need the same amount of materials constantly, as you see here. There's a very low request of copper, actually. So we'd really be well off if we'd know of another space station we could sell our stuff to. That would be really awesome. Because right now, my biggest problem is the lack of a market. So, whatever that is, it ain't friendly. Abandoned ships. Occasionally you may discover ships that have been abandoned. Can be salvaged or can be taken control. Alright. So, Peccadillo. So do I have storage space? Yes, I do. So we're going to harvest the Peccadillo. I need the materials so badly. Much more than I need the actual ship. Really hope that I got enough storage space to pack up all that stuff. So yeah, but that'll get me somewhere. Exploration is worth a lot here. Hey Marcel, hey there. Blood. Sorry. Takes me always a while until I know how to... Hi Blood. I'm a little bit all over the place today, just so you know. I don't know why, but lately I have... Staying focused is a little bit harder than usual. I don't know what. I don't know why. I'm somewhat afraid that I might be breeding out the next kindergarten plague. But beyond that, I hope I'm wrong about that. And I hope you all are getting into the weekend nicely, having a good time. So, what is that? Hyper jump beacon. Interesting. don't think that I will be accessing that anytime too soon, though. So let's head back home. The materials I pilfered will help me a lot. There we go. Hey, Prolo Station. Need some ammo? Oh, come on, guys. I hope you have sold more of that. Yeah, well, I can only say I feel moody and tired enough to wonder if I'm not coming down with the next crap. But we'll see about that. I hope I'm wrong about that. So let's see. I'm almost at the 15 grand that I need, so that'll be the next big step. So ammo production is a pretty crappy way of earning money, if you'd ask me. Mostly because you're very likely to overfulfill the market. I mean, here we also overfulfilled the steel market, so... Oh, well, this will be a bit of an issue as well when we got the steel factory. But one thing at a time, one thing at a time. I certainly don't want to have the second ammo factory anymore. I really don't need that. But sadly, I need to unlock the steel factory first. Come on, guys. Open up your market. I need room for my stuff. Alright, that's enough. Goodo! So, unlock the steel smelter. Hell yeah. So I just realized that I probably should set up the factory there right next to the other one, so... Wow, will require a lot of material there. Sheesh. Alright. So why should it be easy? Alright. So all of a sudden I don't want to sell away the steel anymore because I will need it. So we need coiled steel and hypercoil. All the other materials can be sold away, I think. Well, Star Traders Frontiers is one of those games I really tried to like, but I was unable to. It's one of those games where I feel like the makers somehow forgot to patch the fun into the game. I don't know. Don't want to sound too obliterating against Star Traders, but I really spent so many hours with that game trying to sink my teeth into it and start to like it. It just didn't come together. I don't know what it is, but genuinely said, it's been mostly for me that most parts of the game were boring. Like, trading was boring, combat was boring, exploration was boring, story, well, wasn't boring, but since it was always the same, and I wasn't getting that much further into the story was boring too at some point. And, yeah. Star Traders Frontiers is a weird game. So, what's the fuss about this area here? Well, I've spent around 30 hours or so into Star Traders Frontiers, and there's something missing with that game, and I can't really tell what it is. That's what I'm trying to say when I do that fun statement of they forgot to patch the fun in. Speaking about which, they forgot to tell me what the target area is about. Well, I guess I'm just too much of a scrub. I don't know what it is. No, get away from me. Luckily, most combat can be totally evaded. So there's another unknown contact there, alright. I'm pissing off already, don't worry guys. So we won't get that lucky again, eh? And so here we have another heavily defended territory, as it seems. Wait a sec. Did you guys just kill the guy? Yep, they did. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'll just harvest whatever's left over. See you soon. That's great. That's as good as it gets, man. So they even smacked me a bit. Alright, getting into these areas seems to be always a dangerous thing. Good-o. Well. So, that was also the... Huh. It's quite interesting. That dude's acting out all territorial. So, there's asteroids around there. Great. Okay, well, I was able to salvage one sucker, so I'd say I'm happy with that. There's more than enough roids out there, but sadly, I don't seem to have the necessary resources right now to clear that out. Alright, looks like this means that there is a hostile around there that sees this area as his home or something like that. Well, the thing is, Pixel, I am really down when it comes down to, I'm really down with complexity games, you know? You guys all know me and my love for high complexity games. That's why I was very much surprised about Star Traders not really interesting me the least little bit. That was really where I was starting to wonder what might be the reason for that, you know? Okay, so how much steel do I need for this? I'll require 120, so everything above that can be sold. So, there we go. Well, only 24,000 more. Well, not quite, but you get the idea. And my exploration so far was not quite successful. I mean, there's all the materials that I could acquire, but, well. I personally feel like I just need another space station to trade with, but sadly I got no clue whether or not this area here will have another spaceship for me. Whoa. Alright, dude. Okay. I mean, there's asteroids everywhere here. That's really damn helpful. Oh, great. And that's what I mean, like, couldn't we at least get a readout about getting attacked and getting destroyed? Like, alright, you did. Cool. Somebody care to tell me? I find that super weird. I find that the most super weird thing about this game so far. Like, don't get me wrong, but I totally don't get it how you can program a game like that and then do no death notifier, no, hey dude, your systems have been blown up notifier, nothing. Like, really nothing. There's no notifying system whatsoever in this game. This is really weirding me out like crazy. I don't get it why that is. Yeah, there's no alert, nothing. That's just all. You don't even get a notification when one of your ship systems blow up, nothing. There's literally nothing with nothing added with a little bit of nothing. So you never get a proper readout about when you get attacked or when something gets destroyed. I really hope that this is going to be something being worked on, because that just sucks, man. I mean, it is pretty obvious what has happened. I mean, we all saw what has happened, but especially when you're new to a game, it helps a ton to have clarity about the things happening. Yeah, I mean, even Dark Souls tells you when you died. It's actually a pretty good notion. Yeah. So let's see. Does it happen again? Yay! It does happen again. So, but this time it looks like the neutral dude is losing. Looks like the neutral dude is a crappy ship just like mine that prefers to flee when stuff's happening. Okay. Wait a sec, I'm almost completely destroyed. Yeah, never mind. Like, that's things that you need to know! Seriously, how the hell are you supposed to know these? I mean, sure, you get that diagram down there telling you, but... Dude. Well. Is as it is. So, looks like the ways of economy gameplay in the early game are extremely limited. Like, it's so stupidly hard right now to actually get some industrial gameplay going that I personally find it quite sad to begin with, you know. I don't want to spend that much iron for nothing. Dude. So... I'm really considering even restarting the entire game at that point, because somehow I see myself now in front of hours of grind if I want to get anywhere. I wonder if you couldn't achieve that way earlier if you'd chosen wiser early on. Pretty sure you are. So... So there seems to be no other station in the system here. Interesting. And I lost the loot of the other fight. Oh man, I hate games that force you to do all the saving and... I hope that gets fixed in some regard, because, you know... I got used so much to games where you don't need to autosave again and again, or no, not even autosave. Save manually, save manually, save manually, save manually. That's just I don't know. When you get to when you can't die that much, a bit more autosaving would be really appreciated. I mean, I'm just salty because I lost the loot of the other place there, but due to the very limited buying of the space station right next to me, I feel like my economy plans aren't as smart as I thought they'd be, because we obviously do not have too much to work with there. So my personal impression so far is it's way too costly to get into industry gameplay. There's a lot of people liking that, and I don't see any meaningful method of doing trade so far that's noticeable as a beginner. You don't see how to trade. If there's any possibility. I mean, there's literally only one station here in the system, so I don't think trade is too much of an option. But it really does seem like the game's telling me at that point, dude, get into combat if you want to have fun. Which bothers me a bit, but many games in that genre are tailored like that. So, turns out Hyperium is a nice deal. And I'd say I'm going to go over all the stuff that I can there in the asteroid field, and then we'll see how we can get ourselves as quick as possible a steel factory there. So, more storage. Okay. I know that this is sluggish and that the crew is not getting things done in time due to the setup, but the more storage capacity I got, the faster I can get out of that situation. I somehow feel as if the early game is actually meant to be played around those low-level things. Here, sulfur delivery is requesting emergency delivery of 30 sulfur. All right. Huh. All right. Processor delivery. All right, that's not possible, but $200. $200. That's all. Jeez. The payment differences are a little bit crass. Like several thousand credits for mopping up a random mob, and just $200 for sulfur delivery. All right. Well, the bigger blocks require more steel at once, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I guess at the end of the day, I would save steel if I'd be going for a larger block at once now. But the amount of storage space is not that really much of a difference. Problem right now for me is that I often struggle with having a large clump of steel at once. Okay. So... No, it's not the way of delivering it? Or what? Trade in progress. Alright. Okay, I see. The payment is quite low because you're actually selling that stuff directly. Okay, then. But beyond that, there's so many combat missions and only so little non-combat missions. I really hope that changes in the future. absolutely right about that. Pixel, absolutely right about that. It would be, for the sake of the ship, much better to have not many compartments and just one. You're right about that. I mean, I do like the fact that in the early stages of the game you are forced into these kind of like debatable decisions. As you see here, the storage costs are all much more... You get much more storage out of your steel if you have larger compartments. Totally. So, I think the best thing I can do for now is just to exploit that place and sell off the materials. And hope that I'll get myself somewhere out of the profits of that. Everything else sounds like a, you know, it's nice and all that I can process sulfur right now to ammo, but there is just not enough demand for that ammo. So... And I bet if I would have taken a more combat-savvy approach into the game, I would have progressed a lot faster. I feel as if the game's progression is balanced towards that right now. But that's okay. I'm just a sucker for economy gameplay, that's all. So... Oh, we have more than enough room left. The good thing about Hyperion asteroids is that the stuff is very compact. Like, you can store a lot of it on a very tight space. So there's lots of copper lying around. Lots of iron. Yeah, well, let's just accept that I need to churn through that and sell it away in a way that's inefficient. Bothers me a lot, by the way. Bothers me a lot. And those weird hotkeys. G for gather. Okay, that's why it's G. Alright. Like, it's really bothering me now to sell the iron that I'm using later to create steel plates out of that. But what can I do? Right now, there's not much that I can do against that. Except for building more guns and just shooting down pirates. Which is probably what the game wants me to do, but... why should I do what the game wants me to do? Okay. Really hurts me, but what can I do? This at least gets me closer to my project here. Well, sometimes hotkeys are just fitting to my personal, to my brain, and sometimes they don't. That's my personal, verdict, you know? Sometimes it does make sense to me, sometimes it doesn't. I want to process that iron, I don't want to sell it away like that. What if there will be no iron left to process after I'm done? Just kidding. Okay. I really feel like the factories are too costly. compared to what guns are costing, this is way too costly. I mean, sure, it is also the way of printing more money, but I don't know. Right now, I'm just wondering why I'm not allowed to have the same amount of fun as other types of players have early on. Because right now, I just feel like I'm doing I'm taking the wrong approach. As if the game wants me to take a different approach, and that's why I'm suffering. Arcade. And those requirements, like I need to unlock the blueprint for steel before I can unlock the blueprint for coils. Yeah, does make sense balance-wise, but does not really make sense in any way when you want to, in any other regard, you know. Set for commands, yeah. We all know our Zomans. Alright. So, sucks to be me, eh? Whatever. Cannot deliver the iron fast enough, I bet, but I'll try nevertheless. That mission didn't fail. You guys were just not patient enough. Ammo delivery. Let me guess, that's the one time when I don't have the ammo that it needs. Alright, so these delivery quests are kind of like useful. I mean, it surely is better than not getting the, well, how to put it. Getting a little bit of extra money for your work is always nice. But it's hardly much more than that. A little bit more money. Alright, there's a lot of sulfur in that, Betty. Wow. Oh, crap. So I'm losing my people now. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'm just super pissed today. I have a really bad day today. And, to some regard, you know, I do know now when that crappy thing saved the last time. And I don't want to live in a game where I need to save every time I go into an asteroid field to mine there. Seriously not. Like, look at that. This is I don't know how long ago. Alright, that just pisses me off too hard. Seriously. If you don't want... If games like these want me to play like that, by all means, give me a autosave system. Like, every time I dock off of that station, give me an autosave. But not crap like that, please. Autosave every 10 minutes. Yeah. But it's still not enough. Like, I could now tell the game to autosave every 2 minutes, but as a matter of fact, I'll just adapt to my retro game behaviors, and in these behaviors, I save every time I dock off. But I'm so happy whenever games don't force me into that type of crappy behavior. Because seriously, it ain't fun. It ain't fun to be forced to do this every single effing time you go out of your early game area because you don't want to fight. Seriously. And there's no fun whatsoever in just repeating the same crap again just because because the autosave system is pissing you off, you know. That's stupid. That's really stupid. And on the other hand, like these notifiers from the pirates, like 90% of the time they were just flying by, and that one time when they actually mean to attack you, how on earth should you actually notice that when you're new to the game? So, biggest downside about Cosmoteer so far is extremely hostile against newcomers. Like, there's so many things that will piss off newcomers really hard. I mean, I consider myself an experienced player in this genre. I know all these things, and I know my way around these things, but seriously. I hate these save file issues. And I think everybody does. Like, we're not living in the 90s anymore. And I think I just killed... No? What was that weird noise then? And this game needs notifications. This game really, really needs notifications. I mean, I do realize that I'm not in the best mood today, somehow. I don't know why, but it shows. And well aware of that, but at the same time, I really feel like there's a couple of really glaring issues that really reduce the fun in a very, very unhealthy way. There are autosaves every 10 minutes. That sucks. That just outright sucks. The only proper method to do this is to save your game every time you dock off. And why don't we get an autosave every time, or the option to just autosave whenever we dock off a station? Because that would be a method that, you know, how the hell should I know when to autosave when I'm new to the game? The only way to learn that is to get pissed off massively by the system. The autosave is not often enough, that's what I'm trying to say. There should be one autosave every time you dock off, and that's that. But whatever, I'll do that manually now. I'm just so tired of doing these manual saves that I'm always very, very unhappy when I have to do that. You know. Yeah, you can of course do the change the interval, but what is a good interval? The interval that I want, I cannot configure. The interval I want is to dock off whenever to save whenever I dock off. That interval I cannot do. And I also don't want to set up an interval of an autosave every minute, because that would, you know, it does lag when it saves. So there's not really a good option to get that done, except for doing what I always do in games like these. Just save like a madman. So... let's do that sulfur delivery thing. It might be not much cash, but it's better than nothing. So... yeah, it stays like that. The best way of auto-saving is doing it yourself. That's the only really reliable way of getting the job done. I hope we're getting it done in time. And so far, I really do dislike the pacing of a non-military start a lot. Like, after wheezing around here, there were really no other good methods of acquiring money than apart from this asteroid field here. The other methods were all way too dangerous or involved fight, which is not really what I'm excelling at right now. Oh yeah, payment. Yeah, well, I guess I'm only that stumped because I was playing Star Valor lately, which had exactly the same problem. Star Valor also had the same issue that you had to save manually every time you want to go somewhere. Exactly, Pixel. You're putting it down really well. I think that's there has been sort of a new standard here that well, entitled bitchy gamers like me grew quite used to. Oh yeah. Oh come on. Great. So I lost my crew again. Somewhere, sometime, don't know where, don't know when, don't know how. Alright, this bothers me so much because crew is so effing costly. Like, rehiring that crew that I lost now there would require me to, okay, now they're still there. Okay, good. That's just so... Ah, yeah, okay. It's been that Odyssey. Let's see. Alright. So on my last save file, I lost the crew, and yeah. So there has been that noise of crew dying several times. I looked it up, and I had full crew at that time, but now I didn't. I was so sure that this was the noise of dying crew. And it turns out I wasn't wrong. Yeah, these things, they just suck. Like, it is just way too easy to lose your crew. And, that's just aggravating. That's just super aggravating. That's just so stupid. That you every time you have to wait until your dudes are back on the ship. This game needs like a prompter, dude. Your dudes will die if you move. Do you really want to move? Do you really want to move? Something like that, with a check mark attached to ignore that prompter for the experienced players that don't do this kind of mistake anymore. But these things, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, which makes this game extremely hostile for newcomers. Yeah, lack of notifications. Yeah, totally. I mean, I now saved several times with dead crew members. That sucks. That just sucks. Now I have to redo everything a third time. Like, ugh! This gets me close to the point to dump this game, you know? And, that's totally not necessary because the game itself is great. It really needs just some, quality of life there going on. Especially with the crew loss, that's extremely aggravating. Because that means now I need to include now into my ritual of saving to check whether or not all my crewmates are alive. Or if I derped, again, some non-existing notification. And these things, that's summing up to a little bit too much, you know? It's that clear case of I want to like that game, but it's making it damn hard to like it. But like I said the other time, the good thing about these things is these are all resolvable issues. These are all resolvable issues, by all means. But I still don't know why the rewards for these delivery quests need to be so damn low. 200 bucks for that, 5,000 for a couple of kills there, 2,000, 2,000, and you get to loot the frickin' ship too. You know? There's so much more money behind these quests, and almost little to no money behind the economy approach. That's so sad. I feel like I need to restart the game ASAP and do a combat approach, because the economy approach seems a little bit borked right now. Because I tried to explore here further, but there's everywhere pirates that just eat my bum. Like I cannot get anywhere without getting destroyed, kind of like immediately. And while combat players get tons of cool quests that earn them money, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to grind together the money for my freaking steel factory, which won't make me that rich in the first place either. You know? It's not as if I'm going to get filthy rich out of that one factory alone. That's true, Pixel. That's true. I mean, perfect example for that is, in my opinion, still RimWorld. Vanilla RimWorld is really hard to dig. Like, Vanilla RimWorld is really not much fun. Like, no, it ain't. You need the mods. You really need the mods. Otherwise, you're in for a lot of frustration and the like. Right now, I'm just pissed that I have to redo all the same stuff again and again, and it is already so much of a grind, you know? And if your gameplay is already grindy and you're forced to do the same things again and 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 again, yeah. Not the best impression of your early access. Not the very best impression. Yeah. Well, the newbie friendliness part, that's a big problem nowadays. You either have games that are dirty easy and get boring super fast, and then they are cool for beginners, or you have these learning curve games, as they are called nowadays, where you go through hell, but then you get to play a pretty cool and detailed game afterwards. That's a bit of the issue there. I miss the middle ground between complexity, a good learning experience, and a deep game experience. I really miss that. All right. Diamond delivery. Well, not exactly. So. So before I save, let's check out if the crew is alive. Alright. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, that's what's saving the game here, for example, for me as well. Like, there is a clear reason of stuff happening that's happening to me. So I do see a way of stopping these things from happening. But, you know, having to reload because you accidentally missed to bring your crew back in... I don't know. Having a hard time to bring up patience for problems like these nowadays. I'm very, very, I'm very, very unhappy with how that entire crew management part in the in space is going. It's like, yeah, really odd. Yeah, fast forward is the problem. That's true. But at the same time, I mean, you cannot play on regular speed. You will go insane if you do. Like, you know. Not as if we could really play games like these in that approach with a lower time dilation. I mean, that's a problem. I see the conflicts and all, but yeah. Really hope that this game will see a notification system and the like quite soon. That would be really awesome. Okay. And a faster entry into the whole industrial gameplay. That would be something too. Because I'm frankly quite bored right now about the fact that I had to replay these things so darn often, and now I'm just grinding for that stupid steel factory, and then I'll have to grind again for that coil factory like a madman, and then I'll be finally at the point to churn out some money in a meaningful way. And then there'll be almost no materials anymore to refine here. But I think I'll just pilfer another system then. Here again, like that diamond delivery quest 2000 and my stupid copper delivery quest 200. Oh no, it's 600. Awesome. I'm rich. Alright. So, still a bit away from the next goal. So, do I have crew? Everything's fine. Great. Yeah, 10 times the gameplay. Well, what can I say? I'm a child of the 90s. Games in the 90s were a lot like that. I still remember my gameplay experience with Diablo 1 and Diablo Hellfire. Diablo Hellfire on difficulty Hell, that was every fight saving, loading, saving, loading, saving, loading, saving, loading, and that went on for hours, but I did it. I cleared out hell difficulty of the Hellfire expansion, and I don't know how I am still alive, but I did it. That was among the worst experiences in my life, though. And I somehow doubt my sanity until this very day. So, the other thing that's really pissing me off right now is the fact that you get that ammo factory early on, but it's really not meant to earn money. It's really just meant to support yourself with your own ammo. It just takes so darn long to get into the economy gameplay. Oh god. No. No way. Or did they? I mean, what the hell does that noise even try to tell me? Like, don't give me just a noise notification. I need to know what that's supposed to be. Is that warning your crew members will die? Warning your crew members have died? Warning you should really get back to your crew members? What does that boink mean? Seriously. The only thing that I noticed is that it was a warning for something crappy to happen. That's something I did realize. Anyways. Bit ill-tempered today, I admit. And here's the big deal. Like, I have now 133 sulfur in my stockpiles. And this is now blocking my my cargo like crazy, and that sucks. Early game economy needs more options. Well, I've been through quite some gaming masochism in my life. That's all I can say. At least the sulfur here is getting processed quite quickly, but at the same time, it's cramming up my stockpiles, and now it's the decision whether to sell that stuff to have storage room again, or just sit down, twiddle your thumbs, do nothing except for selling that stuff at times. It's just extremely unfun. Well, this game will be awesome once it's through these little stupid problems there. And like you said, if these issues ain't going to get fixed by the devs, the modders will do, because gamers are really good at ironing out the problems that make them pissed about a game in the first place. So. Hi Joe, I don't know, I have a really, really crappy day today. I'm very, very ill-tempered. I'm very, very easy to be pissed, and I didn't even know that in the first place. It's one of those days where you think like, I'm feeling great until you want to bash somebody's face in, and you don't know why. So, that's the current mood of the day. Don't ask. Don't ask. I don't know what's going on. But, I do know that my nerd rage is full with righteous glory. Just kidding. I think that, I'm confident with my criticism today. I just am not too confident with the passion of my criticism. That's what I can say for sure. Okay. But I really feel like it takes way too long to get to the next processor. And I'm pretty sure if I would have went for the military approach, I would be already there. Oh great, that's also always great. Yeah, well, Pixel, the problem for me is weekends are actually more exhausting than the than the actual week. And the parents-in-law are visiting us over the weekends too, so over this weekend. So, I'm not really looking forward to this weekend, sadly. So, we're getting there. Only a couple of $1,000 now left. So, do I have everything? Is the crew together? Yes. Alright, let's save the game so I don't get destroyed again. So, well, there's more sulfur. I don't want sulfur anymore. Sulfur sucks. Ammo ain't worth enough for the amount of annoyance it brings you to deal with. Well, I'm not sure about the pizza thing. I can't tell you. Eating with my parents-in-law ain't fun either, but well, they aren't fun at all. It's that kind of people that dislike me, but they don't manage to admit that they don't like me. And that's where all the trouble starts. So, there's a copperoid. Ah, yeah, I know. I cannot get closer to that. I need to kill off these guys first, somehow. Yeah, I know. Totally what I would say. Yeah, it is. Especially since this is a conflict in my family since now 10 years. It just boils down to, I'm not good enough for their daughter, and they don't admit it, they don't say it openly, and whenever I want to address the conflict, it's like, there is no conflict. What are you talking about? You're okay to us. But then again, they treat me so often like crap, and for example, just to give you an impression, there was no talk with me whatsoever about this visit. Like, this has been organized and has been appointed all over my head. They never talk with me. They only talk with my wife. When there's any planning whatsoever, it's as if I don't exist. I just got used to that kind of crap. Because at the end of the day, there ain't no problem. So be it. Yeah, that's kind of crappy. That's so weird. That's so weird, and I really tried out so many different things. I even went on vacation with them once to try and solve out things. Hey, my iron factory, my steel factory. So we went into holidays together, and the end of the day was they were angry at me because I was ungrateful and constantly ill-tempered because I was like I was. And after a while, yes, I was pissed because they were treating me like, oh, okay, we lost people again. And yeah, so I really did my part. I tried hard for the best part of 8 or 9 years, and now I'm just a soft avoidance strategy because I don't want my kiddo to have a problematic relationship with his grandparents. I would really grant them any problematic relationship they could get because they were treating me like that, even with just my honest approaches, you know. I've never had problems with the person over that long course of a time ever. They are legit the first people ever that I don't get along with, and I'm just rolling with it now. So, this is by far the most crappy thing ever. This thing transforms 1 iron into 1 steel. That means we only gain 20% extra here. This is extremely ungrateful. Wow. Holy crap. I didn't think it would be that harsh. So we are now processing all that iron ore into steel plates. But, I don't know. We only gain $2 per piece of iron here. So why exactly is the more costly factory that much more inefficient money-wise? Like the sulfur factory was more efficient money-wise than the steel factory. That's odd. That's truly odd. Like, you get $10 for a piece of iron, and you get $12 for a piece of steel. I mean, I guess the big advantage there is that you can stack steel much higher. Here. So. So there's only 5 units of iron that you can store on one pack, and 20 pieces of steel that you can store on one pack. So that means you're well able to store way more steel than ore. But yeah, I don't know. Under these circumstances, it will be quite hard to earn more money. Yeah, well, what can I do, Pixel? I don't want to be... I don't want to be the guy to prove these suckers right in the end, you know? That's why I stay patient. I want at the end of the day that they can make themselves all by their own ridiculous, you know? That's not on me. So... Wow. Oh, it was, that family vacation was something else, man. They were telling us the whole time what we were doing, how we were doing it. Whenever they asked how we wanted to do something, they ultimately made it so that it didn't happen. And they, well, in their opinion, it was all totally okay to act like that because they were paying the vacation after all. So, wanting something different and being not okay with being ignored in your own wishes and all was then an act of rebellion and ungratefulness. And that's been the incident where I decided to just give up on these people, because that's been just too much. If people are that about money, I'm gone, because you know. There's one thing that I can't say for sure about money: you're not taking a single dime off of this planet. So money ain't that super important as many people think. My money, I need money to live, and once I have too much money to live, I actually plan to give it away to people who need money, because I know how bad it is to have no money when you need it. So that's my plan. Whereas my parents-in-law have a house, they have tenants, and my family and me, we are living off of social welfare, and we don't see a single dime from these people, because our poverty is our own lifestyle decision. No shit. They once said something like they were respecting our lifestyle decisions. Alright, 20 years of chronic depression is a lifestyle decision now. Sure. No need to take people like that seriously, because they ain't taking me seriously either. But enough about that. Just wanted to share these wonderful things with the rest of the world for once. Just so you know why I'm looking forward to my weekend that much. So there's a carbon. Oh, there's a gold roid. So I don't know whether you need gold for other stuff than selling it. I bet you do, because it's pretty good metal for high tech. But we're going to pick up the gold and sell it, like the noobs we are. I mean, the cool thing now is I should be able to bring up to use sulfuric roids and iron roids, so that will rack up my income quite tremendously. Or at least that's what I hope. Yeah, I chose to be depressed, exactly. And I choose to make a job that doesn't give enough money to feed my family. Of course. I don't want to be successful. I don't want to be to live a fulfilled life, because I decided to be a lazy schlub or something. I really don't know what the hell the thoughts of people are that think like that. But I personally feel like if you have the urge to look down on somebody who's in a worse situation than you are right now in, you should really overthink your ethics. Because I've learned a couple of things in life, and among these, almost nobody in a bad spot in life is there because he likes it so much to be there. like almost everybody I encountered in my life was very happy when there were things changing in life and making life easier. But, you know, some people just think differently about people. And, don't know. Often I feel like there's a couple of, there's a certain strand of people who are actually quite fond of hating other people, but they don't admit it to themselves. So what comes off is a passive-aggressive weirdness where they're super happy and eager to smash somebody when they're doing something wrong because they don't know how much they like bashing people. So, see you soon, Ash. Have a good one. Thanks for listening to my whining. So, speaking about whining, I feel like I'm really earning a lot faster money now that I got the steel processing thingy. Control S is quick save. Thank you. And what's quick load? Control L. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to evacuate out of that. But to no avail. That's what's bothering me so hard here. There's literally nothing you can do once you have one of these suckers on your tail. Like, yeah, thanks, game. Cool. Now I have to load again. Like, why can't I hire an escort or something like that? It's like, I really dislike the economy gameplay in this version so far. I think I have to restart that save file. Oh god, I haven't saved in what? Never mind. I'm out of here, guys. I don't want anymore. I'm going to retry that once I'm less pissed, and we're going to get there. This is just beyond me. I need autosaves! Proper autosaves! Sorry. Seriously, that's just, just too much for me. Just too effing much for me. And why are the autosaves not... What? So, how the hell did there no auto... What? So, could it be that as long as I save manually, there will be no autosave? It seems as if the autosave timer gets reset every time I do a manual save, because there has been no autosave since, like, an hour. Alright. These things really, 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 really need a rework. That's, wow. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me, disgruntled gamer that I am today. Have a good one, everybody. See you soon again. Drop me a comment, drop me a thumbs up, or a subscription to the channel. Promise I'll be a little bit less grumpy next time when I do more combat. And, yeah, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.